No heroes. No heroes. No heroes, baby.
Hello guys and welcome back to another deck profile video on our YouTube channel. Today, second place, Nami. It's Nami time. Introduce yourself, what's your name?
Hey, I'm David, and nice to meet you guys. And let's talk about of Nami.
Absolutely, but first, the prizes. Katakuri, Big Mom and cereal. Guys, at the end, we will open this up, so if you want to see that, stay tuned. But first, how do you feel after this weekend?
It's so crazy, and I'm so happy, of course, with the score. And playing Nami is so tired. You every game to remember like 10 cards, 12 cards. It's so tired. I think it's the one of the most how to say más complicado.
Que el deck es complicado por eso.
Sí.
Maybe you can help?
Yeah, he thinks that the thing is that with Nami, remember every card that you got on deck. It's the most complicated thing about the deck.
Yeah.
It's the hardest thing to do. So,
Absolutely.
yeah, he has good memory.
I'm sorry for my English. Guys.
No, all good. Your English is good. We will see your deck now. But also, guys, our first event. You was also there. You also. And you was at the final with Kaido.
Kaido.
With Kaido. And second place. Now again second place. But
I like the second place.
you like the second place.
I don't like
it's
it.
the second best number.
Yeah.
We have to say. And you are proud of yourself for your performance. So that's the most important thing. Now show us your deck.
Okay.
Let's go.
Let's start the obvious for Kaya. Okay. It's draw 2, mill 2 is the essence of the deck. You need the 4 Kaya. You don't
Absolutely.
play 4 Kayas, it's for trolling. For Apis, it's like the same, but not. It's a searcher 5. You can take a ace blue character or event. It's most to the final when do you have 10 cards or 12. If you really need the Kaya or the Sanji Pilaf and you remember with a search or bottom deck for Lao or something, you can play it. Trash 2 is so expensive, Trash 2 for one only card, but it's only for the final and 2k counter. The Kaya, of course, you can trash for counter. Apis, you can trash for counter if you don't have don't open. Now 3 Gloriosas. The people play normally 2 Gloriosas. I like it 3 because if you can remember more cards, it's more easy to win because you remember 10, it's good. But if you can remember 15, you can say, okay, if I have this play or this play, I can mill the 50 cards in a row, and the opponent say, okay, 15 cards, he can mill, and you have surprise and don't attack for the lethal or something, and play more slow. While Mr. 1, I have one spot, and it's a good card, counter 1k, and you can recover the other events. He likes the Sobrummer ban or
And Gable,
Goku is so good for the specific match, like Bonnie or Luffy B. He attack of 8 numbers. It's so good, Mr. 1. For Lao, something is bad, but the specific matchup is good. Margaret is so good versus opponent. He attack the heights attacks like Luffy B, attack for 9, okay, block. For Lao it's the worst card. You need to trust this, don't play the Margaret. If your hand is so bad, you can play Margaret versus Lao, but I don't recommend it. Only for the matchup he can attack so strong. And now it's the targets of Kuya, 1 perfume, it's only for 1 more trigger, and it's only for the targets of Gloriosa. And I played 3 Gloriosas, I need more targets. The Snake Dance, it's good, it's for 2 plus 4. And normally you trash it, this card with the Gabel, but if versus Bonnie or Luffy B, you return the Kaya is so effective because you need so fast versus Bonnie and Luffy B. The other matchup, Lucci or loud. You can play a little slow. Your hunting card is the most important in this matchup, but in versus Luffy or Bonnie, you need to play fast. For Love Mellow is one of the best cards of the game, of the deck, because when you have 4 cards, you can defend the attack like 3 and draw 1 card. This 4 is only for the trigger, of course, draw 2. You need, with Nami, you need a little lucky, and this card is for this, draw 2, more easy. Sanji Pilaf, the same is the best card of the deck, or second, because okay, for the trigger draw 2 it's amazing, and in the main draw 2. Then the Desert Espada, I don't like it too much, the Desert Espada, to use the counter normally, because I prefer use other events like Mellow to draw, the Snake Dance to up the Kaya, the Rubber Band trash 1, and Gum Gum trash 2. But in a specific situation, you need to order, because if when you trash Kaya when you don't need, you really need the Kaya, you lose the game, and you can play the Desert Espada, and the trigger is draw 2, and you need the draw 2. Then the Gum, the Usopp, it's so good. 2k counter and discard 1. It's perfect for Nami, and the trigger is draw 1 and discard 1. Perfect. The Gaba. We have the trigger like the draw 2, but the trigger is in some situation is good. Returner cost 4, for the Lucci, for example, or something like this. But the main effect is what do you want? Okay, trash 1, for example, versus Lau. Trash 1 this because you don't have any character because it's in the bottom. Trash 1 with this, less 2 cards in the deck, and the second best card in the deck. And I think the Nami is if you can play the Nami with this card. This is insane. This card. If your opponent attack of 5, it's like okay, free attack. Plus 1k, draw 1 card, and now I have 6 for every turn. If you have 2 cards, it's insane. Okay, if you have the 4 open, don't open. Okay, 2 white snake, I'm 7, and the other attacks need 7. For example, versus Fabian, I have the 4 white snake in my hand, and played 3 in a row. Okay, I'm 8. What do you have? Nothing. Okay, pass. I have extra time. And the best card of the game, this card of this deck.
Guys, you need to be ready now. This is so smart because you put one crazy card in. Show us the card.
I don't know if you are ready, but got the hanger.
It's unbelievable. Explain this card.
It's only for the. Really, it's only for the mirror. Okay, the effect is you play it and trash 1 card from your hand and draw 1, and rest it. If this character don't rest it, for 4 copies of this guy.
Sure.
But he rested. But I need rested, and Bonnie and something loud, he can kill me so easy. But in the mirror, if you play Margaret, you have the blocker, pass, and the next turn you play hanger, and you have a blocker with protect the hanger. If, for example, attack for 7, you can play the snake dance up to my hand. I can play another time, or you can play in the mirror white snake, or gobble and trash it more fast the rival. If the opponent don't have the hanger and you play so early, if you play like a turn 7 or 8, it's not good. But if you can play in the turns 2 or 3, you win the game. And it's only for the mirror, or in a specific situation you have the, for example, 3 impel down and you can do nothing. It's rare, but it's possible. And with hanger, trash 1 impel down and try to some practice cards like Kaya or Sanji's Pilaf.
So how often did you play him for Swiss, and how often for Top Cut?
The hanger.
The hanger, yeah.
I play, I think, in the mirror,
Yeah.
top 32.
Yeah.
And in the final, only for the meme, only for the say, okay, I play the hanger in the final.
You played him in the final for
in
the
the
meme?
final, in the one game.
The best card in this deck. But why no 4 copies?
Because I have rested. If you don't have rested,
then
I play
yeah,
4.
of course. So, guys, this is the whole deck. If you want to make a screenshot, you have it right here. Second place, Nami. Let's talk about Swiss from yesterday.
Okay.
How was Swiss yesterday?
A little stressing because the first round it's Luffy B, I think. Hard matchup for the first round, but it's okay. 2 triggers and I can win. The second round, low LP and say, no man, too early. And he played very well. This low and I can do nothing. If versus low LP, it's like 80% for him and 20 for you.
Yeah.
If you don't say the 4 white snake, for my opinion, the 4 mellow and 2 trigger, you can win. And I don't have this lucky. Round 3 NL, say okay, a rematch up for me now. NL is so free because he don't have he plays so slowly and you have all the time. You can play the Sanji pillar early, I don't care. And when he play Yamato, you right now you have 10 don't open, 10 cards in hand. With 2 cards I can stop that 10 swing, so easy. The 4th round, it's another low LP. I say, okay, it's done for me. But I have 2 triggers in this matchup. Not so lucky, but 4 the white snake and 4 left in the middle. And I'm milling, I think, 13 cards in the last round.
Wow.
His opponent don't expect that, and I win for this.
Amazing.
Swing more low, my opponent, he say, okay, I have another turn. And I said, okay, I don't leave the other time, try to mill. And I already 4 close.
Wow.
Then another NL, free matchup. Then 1 Bonnie. The Bonnie is hard matchup if play the Sword Secret, because he can attack 4 times, so strong. If you don't play the Sanji Prila early or Kaya, it's done for you, because in Chudons it's GG for you. But my opponent don't play the Zoro. If the Bonnies don't play the Zoro, I think it's a very, very good matchup. Hody Jones, be careful with Hody Jones. If you have only 2 dons open, Hody Jones you can kill you, because 2 don rested and attack 3 times, 3 life left, it's done for you. Only play a round of the Hody and it's a good matchup. Then Lucci, it's a very good matchup. But if you win the dice, if you won first, he played so early the cos 8. If a Moria with a Lucci, it's hard. It's a issue with the effect is so hard. Or Rebecca and recover the Brook 6 is hard for them. So 3 cards more do you mill. But if you go second, he can play nothing with 3. With 5, play sub or something or attack. You want to attack. It's I don't care. With 7 done the same. He can play efficient versus Nami and turn with 9 dons. It's so slow for the Nami. You win. If you win the dice, normally you win the game. Then, the worst game of the game, no low OP, Pluffy. I play Pluffy versus round 7, and sorry for this guy. I trigger 4 cards, the draw 2. With 3, I think I can win, but the 4 is okay. When with this, I win. I think you need to go second versus Pluffy, but he may play me the Mr. Double Finger, round 1 down. In the third turn, he play me the Kid 7. 4th turn, the Kaido 9, kill the Margarite, and the next turn, ulti page 1. 4 pieces on the board. I'm done in like 6 turns, 7. It's GG the game. Only win because in this game I have so lucky and 4 cards to trigger. Pluffy, if you are Nami, you are really testing versus Pluffy because okay, don't take the life. It's a good matchup. No. This life was done. If player so fast. Then another Lucci. I win the dice. And he's a good player because he played Brook so early with 7 dons. Okay, Brook. And 8 dons, played the Moria with the Rebecca and with the Lucci, 5 ace, and the 10 don, Rebecca and another Brook. And the next turn, another Brook. He played me 3 Brooks. It's hard for me, but I can so close this matchup. And the final round versus the same guy in the final, the Luffy B.
The Luffy, yeah.
My first, I win because I have 0 triggers versus him. Okay, the draw 2. But my first trigger is Snake Dance. The trigger is you need to have one character in the field, and you can return your character and character opponent cost 5. In the second attack, I trigger this up to my Kaya and up to the cost 5 Luffy, and he plays so slow because this trigger.
Wow.
And I have the time. What do you need versus Luffy B?
So at the end, your score was
9-1.
9-1.
Yeah.
Amazing. And then top cut.
The top cut.
Let's
Okay.
start with the first round.
The first round, when I know it's a mirror, say okay. If don't play the god the hanger, I win the mirror. Or you can play the chef. It's a good for the mirror, but do you have if you have a bad lucky and the trash 2 with the theft, trash Kaya or Pilaf is the same because you mill 4, but trash 2 cards or 1 card they draw 2. And I don't like for this. Usopp Rush is good. You can think about of this card, but it's so expensive. And in the mirror, with the Margaret, you can attack leader. And with Hunger, if I play in the turn 2 or 3, I win every 10% because it's like a 7 card free or 6. It's impossible for the mirror. Then the top 16 versus Lower P, I say okay, it's done. It's Fabian, number 1. Okay, it's GG. The first game, I say I can win because I only trigger 1. If I trigger 2, in one time I can play the Gloriosa and play the Kaya. I know with the Force Kaya in the deck, but for my hand I like 5 cards or 6. I don't have a lot of cards to play like this. In the second game, I can really this. I think 2 triggers and see good or 2 or 3 Ds, 2 or 3 Ds. I can play to pay the 2 Pilaf and the 4 of this. I mean good. And the second round versus Fabian, it's fucking crazy because I have like 2 Melos and 1 of these I think. Attack, use, and this draw 1, and say okay. In the next turn, I play the god turn. I have only 4 cards in hand. Attack for swing the 7, and say okay, 3 of them. Fabian say what the fuck?
Yeah,
Okay,
it was
pass
so
the
crazy.
turn, and I can play the 4 Kayas the same. Versus Ladora P, you need turn 1 or 2, 3 to play Kaya. You don't care he played to the bottom because if the bottom you can up to with the Gloriosa or Apis, and more later you can play another time the Kaya. Then top 8 versus Moria. It's a hard matchup. It's not like Lucci because he have the Perona, and one Perona don't care, but second Perona. One Perona it's possible to trash, okay, Impel Down or something like Perfume. But the second Perona, normally you need to trash a good card. It's hard. You say, okay, it's only card. Yeah, Nami win for only 1 card.
Absolutely.
And Absalom is still more easy. The cost 1, you can. My opponent can use the Snake Dance.
Yep.
Can use when cost 1 Absalom or Brook. He play Brook, and I can bounce with the Snake Dance. It's a hard matchup, but like 55 or 16 for the Moria. I have one in the first game. It's impossible to win because I play Gloriosa and say 2 Pilaf to the bottom. Say okay, no problem. Play another Gloriosa, and 2 kayas to the bottom. Say, okay, I can play so fast. With elevate these cards. And the second 3 game, yes, I trigger 2. I think in the 2 matchups. And yes, you need a minimum 1 trigger, and with the second trigger you are good. Top 4 plays Lucci. I have the win dice. It's so good for me. In this, I go second. He played really good. He played me when half and 9 dons Moria with Lucci, kill the board, and then the next don attack me. And the next turn, another Moria, and the next turn he can swinging 9, 9, 9, 9. It's so hard for the Nami that the number magic for Nami is 9, not 7. It's 9 because I need 2 cards. Yeah, 2 cards good like this or this. If not, the 2 cards is not this, like this or this. This is so bad for me because it's 2 cards less or 3 cards less. I don't recover anything card. If I can stop with Love Lamelo or White Snake, it's okay. But no, I need to take this life because I can't stop one swing of 9 and I lost 3 cards. And when I go first, I have so lucky because I suppose he have the cost 8 because only play Lucci, Kaku and Brook cost 6. And when the Lucci don't play the cost 8, it's free matchup because you need to put 3 dons to the cost 6, for example. Other 3 dons for Lucci. It's only 4 don upper for for example the leader. It's only 3 attacks. I can stop 3 attacks. I can stop 5 attacks, but 3 I can stop 2 easily and take 1. And take 1 for every turn. Take 1. It's so good for Nami. And the final, you know it because I play the in day 1 and say, hey, I win you. Okay.
It was revenge. We say revenge time. Yeah.
He win me. He played very, very good. Versus Luffy B, it's hard because he plays so fast. It's too far in turn 2 or 3. He can play the Luffy. The Luffy is the best card do you have because you can take the life. I don't attack you.
Yep.
If you don't have a Luffy flampe, you can transformation. If you don't transformation, I win 100%. If you play Moria with 1 minion like this, but not don't transformation is good for me. I don't care the Moria, but Moria with the transformation, yeah, it's so
too much, yeah.
Too much because you can choose what is your transformation. Ace for the pressure, Luffy for the blocker, Sabo for the cycle the hand. And the first game I win close. The second game he played really, really good.
Yeah.
I don't remember if it's the second or 3 game, but he plays play very good because when he have 10 dons, he have 1 life and 1 Moria in field and 1 Sabo and leader. The normally it's to, for example, 9, 9, 9, 9. No, he attacks me with the Moria 14. When he really this attack, I say it's only for he don't know what happened with the 5 dons. Like okay, 5 dons to Moria for I don't know what to happen. Or 5 dons to Moria and pass him, and say these 2 options and say if take the life and 14 and pass the turn, he wins so tempo because I have 1 life left then and the same card, the same deck. And fuck, I need to stop him 14 and play 2 Gabbles to stop him and 2 with the snake. It's good, this is good, but it's like a 4-6 cards to stop him. And yes, the idea for my opponent is okay, 14 and pass. And he attack 14, I block and play the Luffy or take the life and pass. If I don't block this attack, I lose so heavy. After this, it's like so close, like a 5 cards, or because I only one trigger. With only one trigger versus Luffy Bay is so hard. You need the second. And the third round, zero trigger, and it's so difficult. But this is Nami. You need play so good, but it's 30% lucky, I think, or 25. You need to say the two triggers, a good trigger, because for example the Gungun is. In the trigger, for example the Water Snake, you say okay, no, it's not draw, it's about trigger. Except, for example, if your first life is Water Snake, it's about trigger. But if the last life and you remember for example, 8 cards and you have remaining 12, it's so good because you can see the 4 cards. What do you know?
Oh yeah.
If like okay, it's cards. I don't want to see the 5 cards to the bottom, and you say the Kaya is now in the top deck.
Wow, true. So very good for last life, yeah.
It's one tip of the White Snake. It's the last life or second life. It's so good, the trigger, and I think that's it.
Amazing deck. So for everyone again, this beautiful deck with the legend Hangje. He's a legend, and what can I say, bro? Like you said, this deck is very hard to pilot. It's not that easy. It's not like
No, you need to price.
Absolutely, it's not like 10 dons up pass because you just play events. No, you need to know every card. You need to know the deck, the size, the last 8, 10, 15 cards, what you play, what event, the triggers. Everything is so difficult for this deck, and you are a great player. Also you, because you also played Nami in Utrecht, and we also know you. So you are both great players. What can I say, bro?
I want all the shout out for Gato. This is the really Nami player. This is better than me, and Luis Trincado is a guy who practice like 200 games versus him. Okay, what do you play versus what do you play versus Bonnie? Bonnie first or second? And thank you so much, Luis.
You need to say, how long did you practice this deck? Because it's shocking.
1 week.
It is 1 week, guys, and he played it so perfectly. To be honest, for sure one of the best Nami players I see, especially with 1 week practice. It's amazing. It's really amazing, and you are a legend because you play also this legend. I was walking around. I wanted to see the games. I see the mirror and I see this card. I was like, no way. Then a judge told me what this card is doing. I was like, no way. He will win the 100% the mirror match, and he won it.
One more thing. I want to tell him. It's only for the people to say.
Yes.
This card you can pay one and only trash it
only
this
trash
card
it.
and
Absolutely.
only this trash, because you can made to trash. It's like it's confused because you are paying pay one for this card. Now if you pay, you want to trash, but the choice is May.
You may, absolutely. So you can play around.
In a specific situation, it's so good.
Against issue for 6, against law for 7 cards. It's very important. That's why you can pay. You can play the card, but you don't need to pay the cost. So you have 1 card less in hand. It's very important. So we have one more thing to do.
Wow.
You know what, or?
Yeah.
Should we do it?
Yeah.
Let's go. We have the scissor here and the cereal ready to open it up. What number you want?
Yeah, I want the 539.
Because
I have the Luffy 539. If anything pull it the Shanks 539, I'm interested. Because you can.
So write it in the comment section
Yeah.
if you have it. He is interested in the number. So let's see.
Let's see.
Está duro ahí.
Uy. It's like scary.
Ahí está duro.
Uy. It's just wrong with this part, okay. This card, okay.
Okay, it's open. Ooh, let's hope. Let's hope for a good number.
A little nervous. Uy. Ta-da!
What is it?
Oh. 838.
838. Oh. 838. Okay.
It's not bad.
Are you
Very
happy?
close,
Are you happy?
really close.
Really close, yeah.
¿Dónde está?
Wow.
I have a perfect, yes.
But at the end, it's a cereal. That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
And
I have finally, I lose 4 top cuts in a row, top 16 in a row, and I won this cup.
finally
Now,
you have him.
finally
Yeah,
with
finally you have him. And again, both great players, great team. Shoutouts to your team.
Dragonball.
Yeah, absolutely great. And guys, thank you for watching. If you have any questions, write it in the comment section. We will take care of it as always. Nami, crazy deck. For OP07, it's a really, really, really good deck.
Yeah.
And yeah, guys, thank you for watching. Goodbye.
Bye.